Hello everyone, this is Crota giving you a shoutcast between myself and SBK here on Turtle Rock. All of you guys asked for a nice 1v1 matchup, so I was able to find one of my 1v1 matchups, and now we'll get this game underway. We have SBK spawning over here at what I'll call the 10 o'clock position. SBK getting the Night Elf once again. Not very good with Night Elf, so he's been complaining about this the whole entire time. I am going to be the human player as always, as I am a normal human player. I'm going to go the standard Altar of Kings, Barracks, and get some farms in here to try to wall off my base. I was trying to do this little trick where you use 4 peasants to try to mine quickly out of a gold mine. What you do is you try to have your peasants return back, and you have to like micro click them each time right after they drop that bag of gold, and you can actually get your your peasants to run back at full speed so that there isn't as much of a delay. So it works for a little while. It is very micro intensive, but you can mine with 4 peasants as though it was 5 on very specific maps. Now I should have done an early scout to see if it was a close spawn, but once again, if you saw from the beginning, SBK did choose random, so I did not know if it was going to be a Night Elf player. Otherwise I could have just headed over there and tried to do as much harassment as possible. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the Archmage, and now getting a Militia Scout to try to scout out in the 3 o'clock position. The Barracks is going to be finishing. Right now the Warden now coming out from SBK, so Warden for SBK against my single Archmage. And now finishing off that second farm, we'll put it down another farm over here and get this wall in complete so that I won't get any harassment from any demon hunters, or maybe a warden if they get blink, but it's pretty mana intensive to try to blink into a base. And then once you get stuck, if there's an arcane tower, that's really bad for a warden to try to come out. Still doing some scouting. I do know what happens on this game, so I can't really make any predictions because I will most likely be right. Now, Altar of Kings sitting in the middle of the map. We have my militia now trying to run in across the map as well, trying to do some scouting and hiding behind the trees as I run into the north. We have the Wisp now trying to do some scouting as well. We're going to find each other that this is going to be a cross spawn. Now Archmage now doing some creeping as well. So dropping a water elemental and trying to creep out this particular creep camp. This creep camp, I should have crept it with militia in order to get it down a little bit faster. I realized, but I was trying to get as much wood as I could, and trying to get wood to get to tier 2 and very quickly going to take down those gigantuan sea turtles. The sea turtle will fall. I think I pick up, is it a Cloak of Shadows? No, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength +3, so nice item for myself. Warden now going to come in. Warden going to get a Shadow Strike on my footman, so my footman taking some damage. Warden now trying to run away, taking some fireballs from that Archmage, and the Warden should come back around right now and try to finish off the footman, I think. So the Warden's now trying to come back in. My low hit point footman taking another Shadow Strike down to 169, 159 damage. But, you know, my footman, since it was only level 1 Shadow Strike, not too much to worry about. Now getting I think I'm going to get one more Shadow Strike onto my footman. My footman down to 30 hit points, so I go ahead and kill it off to deny that experience. So the Warden sitting at level 1, you burned through 3 Shadow Strikes, has no experience. So I know that the Warden most likely is going to pull back away. I have some additional footmen to once again try to do some creeping, and I think I'm going to be taking the tier 2 in just a second. I'm waiting for that 320 gold, delay just a little bit, and then I'll move out. I have a scout farm over here just trying to make sure that there is no creeping or trying to do any expansions coming in. Now I'm going to move over here a little bit to the far side, drop a water elemental, and then make it so that the Warden, if she does come in, is going to separate a little bit between the creeps. I should have tried to pull them to the back. I have militia now coming in from the backside as well. Do not have level 2 on the Archmage, unfortunately, so without level 2 on the Archmage, I do not have that Brilliance Aura, so my water elementals are few and far between. Finally get Brilliance Aura, and now we're going to finish off these Troll Shadow Priests. The Warden, in the meantime, is just running around trying to get some kills. I think it was able to take out my peasant that was doing some scouting, and now we are getting a Tree of Ages, getting an Ancient of Wonders, Ancient of War, and dual Moonwells, and perhaps we'll see some Huntresses. SBK's army is still sitting at 16/20 right now, not mining completely out of this gold mine, so that could be the difference on why there's so little gold right here. Archmage going to drop or trying to creep out this particular creep camp once more. I think I'm calling to arms again to try to get in some militia in order to creep out this particular creep camp. Picking up a Boots of Speed, running back a little bit, going to wake up the creeps as the militia are now in range. Water elemental going to be set up for tanking. Unfortunately, it gets ensnared, And now I'm going to try to surround those Ogre Warriors. Warden unable to get into the back of the base. I have a low hit point footman able to hide. Unfortunately, I lose a peasant. So that is another unit that I'm going to lose. Warden trying to take down this scout farm, really not that good, really not that important. The farm is just sitting there preventing the block, the wall in. I have a peasant sitting here. I don't know why he's not mining wood. I didn't see it on the peasant indicator. Anyways, gonna get to level 3 on my archmage. Get a tome of intelligence +2. So very nice, and a pendant of energy. So a lot of items, very good items on my archmage. And with that perfect item combination, gloves of haste, boots of speed, and a pendant of energy, I'm gonna pick up a Nog the Sea Witch as soon as I finish. Getting the tier 2. So Naga or Warden now trying to move back up to the north, trying to regroup. Tree of Ages being teched. Ancient of Lores now being brought in as well. So Ancient of Lores will be coming, will be producing Dryads in just a moment. And quickly get some additional healing going on my Archmage. Archmage sitting at, it has 555 mana, so won't be able to burn through that mana as quickly as I want. Now heading out back to the north, gonna pick up that Naga Sea Witch and now try to press in this game, as I think I have a definite hero advantage, level 3 to level 1, and that Naga Sea Witch will be able to pick off any units. And I don't have a good idea of what units are gonna be coming in. The Warden, SBK is on his 9th beer, so he must be pretty drunk right now, trying to play. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up a Naga Sea Witch, waiting for the gold, I think. Wait for it, there it is. I'm going to go ahead and transfer my Boots of Speed, my Gloves of Haste, and my Pendant of Energy to the Naga Sea Witch. So very, very nice items to be transferring over. The Naga Sea Witch now has more mana than she has hit points. Dropping a Water Elemental and now heading out to the north. I should have dropped that Water Elemental before I passed that Pendant of Energy. Warden is hiding right there, getting another Shadow Strike off, trying to get some cold arrows on that Warden. Warden does not come, and I try to deny it, and I cancel that or kill that footman in order to prevent any experience gain right now. 2 Dryads in the mix. I do not think he has teched Abolish Magic yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to push in with this pretty decent sized army. I'm 28 over 50 for SBK, and I have 2 Water Elementals and the Naga Sea Witch. I'm trying to do some cold arrow damage. Quickly gonna take down this Ancient of Wonders to prevent any additional healing. No potion buying. So the Warden is now pretty much by herself. I have Defend teched, so those Dryads are pretty much useless now, not really being able to, and without Abolish Magic, taking additional damage as well. I'm trying to reflect some damage. Naga Sea Witch able to slow down that Warden a lot. Naga Sea Witch still sitting on plenty of mana with that Brilliance Aura. Now I'm just trying to head over to take out those Dryads right now. Don't want to take too much damage from those trees. Warden still sitting at level 1, trying to do additional damage to my footman. Now Naga Sea Witch focusing down the Warden. Another Shadow Strike on some low hit point units. Archmage pretty much does not have any additional mana for any more Water Elementals, so that's going to be a little bit of a problem. But the Naga Sea Witch still has plenty of mana right now. Naga Sea Witch, or the Warden now down to 100 hit points, and this game not going well for SBK. And I'm going to take out some more Dryads. I'm going to take down the Warden, and SBK is going to go ahead and say GG in just a second. So, this is my game between SBK and SBK here on Turtle Rock, and this was played on US East. I hope you enjoyed that game. Yeah, once again, thanks for watching, and I was kind of bored and I decided to cast this 1v1. Thanks.